Hey guys, it's Penguin here, and welcome back to another gold making video. In this video, we're going to be discussing how the Mage Tower is less than a month away, exactly how to prep for it, and the reason why you should be excited about it. So that is what we're covering in today's video, and before I get into the topic, I just want to say thank you so much for the support lately, and if you guys haven't already, feel free to like the video, and of course subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. But without further ado, here we go. So first of all, I'm going to talk about exactly what the Mage Tower is. So a few months ago in early December, we had our first Legion Timewalking Event in World of Warcraft, and what this brought is, of course, the classic Legion dungeons that you could do in normal timewalking, and it also brought back the Mage Tower event, which was popular in Legion to get these special Mage Tower artifact transmogs, but they have brought it back, and so now if you complete it, you get a special set of transmog for your character, and if you complete the achievement based on this new timewalking event, then you also unlock a mount. So when I talk about Mage Tower, I am referring to basically Legion timewalking. And if we take a look at the in-game calendar, as you can see, April 12th, which will be the 13th for the EU folks, we have the Legion timewalking right here coming back on April 12th, which is that Tuesday. So at the time of recording this video, it is the 16th, but if we go 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 1 day before 4 weeks, we have basically exactly a month. We have 4 weeks to start prepping for this event. Now, if you guys did not actually play for this event in the past, about 3 months ago, this was a time where a ton of people made so much gold that they have never even seen before. A ton of people were in my Discord. If you are a part of my Discord, you can look up like Mage Tower in the little search button, and you will see people's sales talking about their crazy sales that they received during this Mage Tower event because people were buying old world consumables, old world gems, etc. because Mage Tower was actually difficult. Now, the reason why I say this is going to be good again, because you're probably thinking, oh, well, next cycle is not going to be as good. Next cycle isn't going to be good at all because people have already gotten their transmog. However, a lot of people were not able to complete this event the first time around. Also, this is the first time that this event is happening in 9.2, which means that the people that quit last patch and only came back for 9.2. The Mage Tower did come out, before then, but a lot of people were still kind of on their hiatus. Then this means this is the first time that the people that are returning can actually do this Mage Tower. So there's probably a big chunk of players that are returning players that have yet to do or even attempt this event. So that is really what it is and the importance of this event. Now I'm going to talk about exactly how you can prep for it. So firstly, I will say I made 2 videos about the Mage Tower back in December, and those videos still apply. Basically, they're just things that you should be actively selling during this event. So if you guys do want to look back in December on my channel, you will find those Mage Tower videos, and that is a great place to look. However, I understand that not everybody wants to just go and watch a ton more videos, so I'm going to outline some basics in this one. The first major resource that I have for you guys is my spreadsheet. So I created this in December, and basically what it is just everything that is being recommended to players by Wowhead for this event. So we have a ton of enchants that are recommended. We also have the few little inscription Tiger Claw stuff that we have from Pandaria in this category. We have the recommended armor as well as a few of the gems and kind of extra armor buffs, leg armors, the scopes, stuff like that. Then we have the recommended food. We have the recommended potions, and lastly, we just have the other stuff like augment runes, armor kits, drums, etc. So if you are looking for a, one-stop shop for exactly what you should be trying to sell, this is a great form for you. I have said the name, the slot, if you're talking about, enchants, the slot that it goes on, the expansions it's from, and exactly how to get it. So as you can see, some of them are a little bit more harder to get, in terms that in order to get these two, you need to be revered with the Shadow Pan. However, if you scroll down, all of these right here can be simply just learned by the trainer. So that is super easy to get. Also, if you are a long-time player, you more than likely will have some of these. Like, for example, the Crusader enchant is a very popular one. Or even you have the Eternal Stats from Shadowlands. And if you have them, you can of course check it off your list if you'd like to keep track of it. But this is a great place to look if you are looking for just a big spreadsheet of exactly what you're selling. Now, this is good knowledge, yes, okay, now I know exactly what items I'm going to sell, but what should I do now? Because, the actual event is still a month away. And my answer to that is that you should be prepping materials. I will try my best to leave some graphs on screen of the crazy price increases that we saw on herbs, leather, etc. during this event. A huge one was exotic leather, which, if we actually look on the auction house right now, of course, my server is a little bit special since it's a medium pop, so there's only 70 available at 6 gold. But right now, as you can see, the region average so far is about 2 gold. My personal market average is about 3 gold. And during this event, exotic leather was up to 40,000 gold or even 60,000 gold a piece, which is absolutely insane. So even if you don't plan on actually crafting, if you can pick up a good amount of cheap exotic leather, if you buy it at 3 gold, maybe it only goes up to 10 gold, 15 gold. Even then, you are still making a profit. So buying cheap materials at this point in time is the best thing you can do. Of course, disclaimer, only buy what you're willing to lose, just in case something happens and, demand doesn't go up as much as we thought. Another great item to possibly look at is Zenithid. And the reason for this is that Zenithid is used for the potion of Unbridled Fury, which was a crazy item during this event. I believe people were making millions of gold just simply on this one potion. So right now it's going for about 25 gold. Market average is anywhere between 26 to 43 gold. So of course, this is a little bit more of an expensive investment, but it might be something that's worth picking up if you can find it pretty cheap on your realm. Another great one was the other BFA kind of standard herbs. So Riverbud, for example. Right now, it's actually a little bit expensive for 7 gold, but on most servers, you are able to find this for pretty cheap. And this is yet again a great one because you get the crimson ink out of this, and you use that to craft the BFA War Scrolls, which were a very, very fast seller for me personally. So War Scrolls are a great one, and it doesn't have to be just Riverbud. You have the Winter's Kiss, if I can spell it correctly. There we go, which is even cheaper, honestly. That is probably worth buying. And we, of course, have the other ones, which I'm not going to give you that whole list. You can just look up BFA herbs if you don't know them yourself. But right there, those are kind of 3 groups of items you should be looking at. Of course, Ghost Iron is used in a ton of the Pandaren crafts, so that might be another good one to look in if you haven't already. But in terms of stockpiling on materials, that is kind of the major things you want to point out. However, we have 2 crafting things which you should be doing if you haven't started already. And that is the Mop Gladiator gear as the first one. So I'm not going to go super detailed into this as this is not an actual crafting tutorial, but in your tailoring, blacksmithing, and leatherworking professions, if you unlock the panda patterns and you max it out to 75 Adder 75, you will find your daily cooldown. So blacksmithing actually has 2 of them. It's the lightning steel bar as well as the whatever trillium bar is. And then for tailoring, you have the celestial cloth right here. And then for leatherworking, you also have, I think it is the Magnificent Hide or Magnificent Fur, something like that. That is the cooldown for leatherworking. And all you have to simply do is craft this every single day. So I can craft it right here. It's going to cost me 7 gold. And as you can see, I just learned a recipe. So all of this gladiator gear that you see, which my tailor actually doesn't have a ton of it, I need to start doing this more. This is the gear that is selling for the Mage Tower. You'll have more info on the spreadsheet, but in order to get all these recipes, you have to do this daily cooldown every single day. So if you start now, you have 4 weeks, which is 28 days, so you'll gain 28 recipes by the time the Mage Tower launches, which is perfect. Also, on a side note, you are collecting the Celestial Cloth, which you can eventually use and kind of craft these items like the Cloud Belt, which is just a high-selling transmog item, which you can sell for some even extra gold. So the, actual crafts themselves are not worthless, and they actually are crafting patterns. So that is the first thing you should be doing in terms of cooldowns. All right, for the last daily cooldown, I'm talking about the daily quest inside of Orgrimmar. So you are going to need yourself a jewel crafter, and the reason why you are doing these is to buy these patterns. The specific ones that you're looking for is the Queen's Garnets, which were very, very good. You have the Shadow, is it the Spinel? The Spinal? That one's very good as well. And of course, honestly, all of them are doing very good. Yet again, that list that I have on the spreadsheet will tell you exactly which ones you're looking for. But you guys will notice in order to actually purchase these, you need 5 of these tokens. And the way that you get these tokens is by completing the daily quest. So this lady right here, which you will just have to go to your jewelry crafting trainer area if you're in Stormwind. Sorry, I don't exactly know where that is because I am a Horde player all the way. But to whoever your jewelry crafting supplies is in Stormwind will also have this daily quest. It does say it's low level, and all you have to do is simply accept it. And surprisingly, these are actually really, really easy to do. As you can see, it's simply just asking me to test this. So as you can see, all I have to do is simply tap on humanoids and they will give me the quest. So I can actually do it to all of these people right here. And there we go. In the matter of seconds, this is completed. It literally took me maybe a minute. And then I have a token. So, of course, like I said, I only have 2 now. So it is going to take you 5 days in order to get enough tokens to actually learn a recipe. But yet again, you have 28 days. I guess technically 26 days if you're NA and 27 days if you are EU by the time this video goes out, but that's still enough for 5 recipes if you do this simple thing every single day. And of course, if your jewel crafter isn't your main character, you can just sit them in the major city, log on, do that quest, do whatever crafting, and then of course log out. But that is the few tips that I have for you for the Mage Tower event. Like I said previously, check out the spreadsheet, and of course I do have those videos from last December if you want to get a little bit more details and show like actual sales. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're excited for the Mage Tower event to come back. I hope you make a ton of gold with the event, and as always, have a good day.